In the next few videos, we're going to see examples of how to aggregate data and how to randomly sample data in Python. Let's first see how to aggregate data. For this, we're going to use a new dataset called obama.csv. It's in the before folder of the demo files for this module. We have 4 columns in this data, as you can see: year, month, survey organization, approved percent, and disapproved percent. It shows how President Obama's approval ratings changed over his 4 years in office, and this data comes from various survey organizations. For this example though, we're only going to use the year-month column and the approved percent column to see how his approval ratings changed over time. Let's now dive into a demo in which we're going to create a scatter plot of approval ratings, and we're going to aggregate this data to show mean and median of approval ratings for each month. First, import pandas and pyplot as usual, and import obama.readcsv with pd.readcsv. When importing obama.csv, you'll need to use the parseDates argument with parseDates equals square brackets year month. This way, pandas is going to interpret the year month column as a series of timestamps instead of as regular strings. We'll need to have it as a series of timestamps so that we can use them to plot a time series more easily. Let's make sure that we got the right data with data.head. Then, plot Obama's approval ratings over time with plt.plot, data.yearmonth, data.approval percent, a string O. The third argument in the plt.plot function, lowercase o, means that we want to plot the points only as small circles without any lines between them. Show this with plt.show. Right now, the points are too large, so to make them smaller, use the marker size argument in the plot function. Let's set it to 2 here. You can also make the points transparent to get a better idea of where the points are clustered. We can do this with the alpha argument. Let's set it to 0.3. With this, you can see that some points are clustered around the center of the band. Now, what if we wanted to somehow aggregate this data and summarize it? One way to do this is by showing the mean approval percentage for each month. For this, we're going to use the groupBy function. You can just write data.groupBy year-month.mean. This says group the data frame called data by the year-month column and find the mean for each month. As you can see, it computed the mean approval percentage and disapproval percentage for each month. Let's store this new data frame in a variable called dataMean. We can plot this with plt.plot, dataMean.index, dataMean.approvedPercent. DataMean.index gives us the year-month column, which is treated as an index column in the dataMean data frame. So with this, we can plot Obama's approval ratings over time. Let's also add a string, red, as the third argument. This will make the line red. Show this with plt.show. Then, we can show this line along with the individual data points by plotting the approved percent data points as we saw earlier. Just as we saw earlier, we're going to write plt.plot, data.yearmonth, data.approved percent, and so on. What if we wanted to show median as well as mean? We can find the median in a similar way. Data.groupBy year-month groups the data by the year-month column, and we can find the median for each month with .median. Store this in a new variable called dataMedian. Let's plot this with plt.plot, datamedian.index, datamedian.approvedPercent, green. To make it clear which line represents mean and which one represents median, add a legend with plt.legend. What if we wanted to find percentiles as well, for example 25th and 75th percentiles? We can do that with data.groupBy year-month.quantile 0.25. This finds the 25th percentile of approval ratings for each month. Put this in data_25 and do the same for the 75th percentile. Let's show the median, the 75th percentile, the 25th percentile, as well as the individual data points together by calling plt.plot several times. Also add a legend to show which line represents what. Show this whole graph with plt.show. This was an example of how to aggregate data with Python. I would recommend recreating this example yourself for practice. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to randomly sample data using Python.